Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar about 1 gigabit performance with NetPoint antennas and Mimosa Cambium radios. We're here with Luis David Alvarez. He's the VP of Sales for NetPoint, and we're really glad to present this training, this webinar today. We're going here to talk about all the NetPoint products, the antennas, and how they can be, let's say, installed with Radeon and Mimosa Cambios. So here with me is David. The floor is yours, man. Go ahead. Thanks.
Thank you, Vladimir. Thank you for everyone to this attendance to this live webinar sponsored by NetPoint and EPCOM. So today we're so very happy to introduce to you the new PTP line antennas for 6 GHz bands. So they we're so very happy and I introduce myself. I'm David Alvarez and VP Sales for NetPoint Antennas. We are a brand development build and development in Mexico. We have so many deployments around the world: Mexico, United States, Peru, India. So we have so many deployments on point-to-point links in bad health. But what about NetPoint? NetPoint is a brand for point-to-point antennas. It's a company from Antenas de Jalisco with more on that 50 years experience in manufacturing wireless solutions for radio. Our solution range in antennas, it's from 3 GHz, 4 GHz, 5, 6, 11, and we offer high quality and the best cost benefit and original design and the best design for antennas for high speeds. And now we have a new product compatible with the Mimosa and Cambium networks radius for 6 GHz bands. So let me introduce the antenna selection for the 6 GHz bands. For example, in this moment, the 5 GHz for the high-speed display or the display for the carriers have had high interference, had problems for throughput and performance. Well, NetPoint in this product line has the NetPoint MPX5HP. The NetPoint MPX5HP is a high performance dish for high environments with interference. So for example, if you want to work in the frequency range of the 5.0 frequency, sorry, 5.0 to 6.0 gigahertz band. So you can achieve works with the antennas MPX1, MPX2, MPX3, or MPX4. That's very important because if you have a long range link, you can achieve to work with this antenna with the Mimosa C5X, Mimosa B5X, and Mimosa B6X. And for example, if you want to start a new deployment with a low performance, not low performance, with a long with short range. Yes, that's correct word. With short range, you can achieve works with the amplified DP 2 foot, 3 foot, or maybe 4 or 6 foot. That's the standard dish for works and distance around from 0 to 10 miles. That's very important because with this antenna you can work in places without noise, without interference, and you can achieve a good performance with that antennas. So, but what happened on the 6 GHz bands? And the 6 GHz bands in this moment, The most new radio on the market is the MPMP 46 from Cambium or Cambium 46 400C. The Cambium 400C is a radio with high capacity, a capacitor around 2 gigs. And this is very important because that radio, they can work with from the frequency range from 5.9 to 7.2 gigahertz band. And what is the where's the antenna that you can select for work with with this radio? Well, the model of that antenna is a model MP6DP. The mobile antenna MP6DP works from the frequency range from 5.9 to 7.2 gigahertz band. If you want to make a link with that antenna, well, you're gonna consider two very important things. The first one it was the distance of the link, and the second one is what is the performance and the link the availability that you can achieve in your backhaul. For example, right now we have a long distance links with MP6 around 60 miles, 50 miles, but that antennas can be paired with the radius can be networks, Mimosa networks, Ubiquity, Radwin, Telerat, LigoWave. Anyway, so the point to point antennas from 6 gigahertz band for NetPoint, for example, we have available right now the antennas in 3 foot and 4 foot, the MP6 and the MP64. That antenna with two models, we can work from a link to 0 to 20 miles, sorry. With the MP64, we can make a links from 0 to 50 and 60 miles. With the MP6, we can make a links around 18 miles. So for example, in the principal model from that point from 2 feet, we have here 30 dBi. The effective distance to make the links is from 0 to 13 kilometers, 30 kilometers. With the 3 foot, we have 32 dBi, dual slant integrated in the antenna, and the distance to make the links it's from 0 to 50 kilometers. That thing very important. All these antennas cover the frequency band from 5.9 to 7.2 gigahertz band, and the other another another highlights of the antennas from 4 foot and 6 foot dish is, for example, the long range for distance. The long you can achieve, for example, with the 36 dBi from 4 foot, you can achieve 100 kilometers of distance. And with the 6 foot dish for NetPoint, you can make the alarm link from 0 to more than 100 kilometers. So, and the principal performance that you can achieve with this radius is, for example, 2 gigs in aggregate. For example, one other highlight of this radio and this antenna is the high directivity of the NetPoint MP6. For example, the NetPoint bandwidth is optimized to have the greatest reduction of the secondary lobes, increase the link livability, avoid the maintenance, and display more efficient and quickly. Very important, very important. Other very important highlight of the NetPoint antennas. All of these antennas include the jumpers for connect the radios. So that's very important. And other very important thing of the NetPoint MP6 line for NetPoint versus the standard dish, it's that the front to back they have the antennas have in the specifications. For example, the front to back from the traditional dish, it's around 38 dBi, but with the net point dishes, for example, MP6, we have right now more deep. The antennas is more deep like the standard performance, and increase the front to back around 50 dBm. And with this, we had more shield to the interference. Very important, we have a better performance of the radio and then backhaul link. The product features and antennas and the NetPoint MP6 is it's the again the frequency range 5.9 to 7.2 gigahertz band. One antenna covers the 6 and 7 gigahertz band, reduce interference with 50 dBm from minimum front to back, simplifies the installation on the site, and warranty the quality tested. Other very important thing is a connector and female. For example, all the antennas have two very important things included. For example, for additional additional accessories include, for example, the first one is an step R to increase the wind resistance on the antenna. That antenna caps include the radome, the cover radome to give to the antenna more protection of the environment. Another very important thing, the jumpers the antenna includes covers the frequency from 4.9 to 8 gigahertz band. So that's the very important highlights of the NetPoint MP6. And for example, what is the results of the case studies around the world? So in these successful histories from our customers around the world, we had a lot of case studies with the deployment from Cambium APMP46. For example, we have here the first case study in the first case study of the history at that point with the MP6, MP6C, for example, we have the link, that link was installed in Trinidad and Tobago from two series at the distance of 7 kilometers using a pair NetPoint MPX2 from 32 dBi. So, but the most particular thing of this link, it was the line of sight it was structured. If you see, for example, we had the simulation here, but here we don't have the line sight available from the link. But the most very important thing, that customer achieved to 1.2 gig from 70 kilometers. So that's very very interesting. Achieve 1.2 gig with in a places without line sight. That's very impressive. And one thing very impressive, the site it was obstructed from vegetation, trees, and so that environment is in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is in an island, so that's very very important thing. And to speak about the link ability that the antenna have and give to the performance from the radio. So that's very impressive. And for example, in the case studies from other from long distance, for example, with the same problem without line sight, it's yesterday one customer from Calatmul in Quintana Roo make a in Mexico make a link from 20 miles with the NetPoint MP6, and this is very important thing I want to show you. We don't have line sight in the same let's like the other example, but if you see all the line is obstructed, have obstruction, but we have a throughput more than 100 megabytes. So that's very impressive. And another very important thing, the signal levels is around 60, 67, 66 dBm from RSSI. So that's very interesting. For example, with other radios, sorry, with other deployment over water, that is very important. In Mexico, achieve a result on 100 megabits from a distance to 21 kilometers, achieving a good signal levels. But this is very important. Oh, we have here a free frequency from 5.5 gigahertz. So with that frequency with noise, and the performance they can achieve, that customer achieve, it's 100 megabytes. So that's very impressive too, because the antennas achieve a good results and have a good signal levels and have a good downlink quality and downlink capacity. So that's very interesting. And the antenna they can use the customer use, it was the MPX1. For example, in other brands have available a case study with the Railway 2000E, it's a long distance from 30 miles, sorry, 30 kilometers, and achieve a results with 1.9 gig. That's very, very impressive. And the most impressive with that, working in a in a frequency of in a frequency channel from 5.8, and it's very important because the 5.8 operation the 5.8 is a free frequency for work, have noise, and the signal level of this link, it's 553, 55. So it has a good signal level for work. So that's a very interesting. And the most important, the link ability that they had available is 100%. That's very important and very considerate, because with the NetPoint dishes you can achieve good link ability and achieve a good throughput. For example, in the other cases, we have here with deploying again with Cambium APMP 46 a long distance from 27 miles, and achieving a good signal level from 54 dB, and most important, achieve 1.5 gig from throughput, the performance to that long distance. So That's very important considering all that antennas for NetPoint they can be paired with the Cambium radius networks. And another very important thing, if you have long distance link, you can you can choose to use the net point on 6 gigahertz band from 4 foot for make a link around 44 miles, 50 miles, or maybe 16 miles, and achieve a good results we have here. For example, we have 100 megabytes from downlink, from uplink 4100 megabytes from a distance from 44 miles. So that's very impressive. And the most important, you can use the net point from 4 foot dish to make a backhaul link for long distance, because the most important in this moment is achieve high capacity, low latency, and the last thing, but the most important, achieve a high return on investment. So that's very amazing to achieve a case studies like a this. For example, 60 miles with the net point MPX4 with the signal level, really the most impressive signal level that I can see on all my career, sorry. So 53 dBm on the signal level, and a throughput from 1 point gig. The link quality or link likability are now 100% for that distance. So that's very impressive, that results I can achieve with NetPoint and Camden networks together. So this is the final of this live webinar. If you have any question, you can send to me and I can respond to you using the chat box here. So Vladimir, do you have any feedback, something like that?
Yeah, well, we have here Fernando Llanes, one of the attendees, and where he's asking for some contact. As you can see there, Fernando, there is the David Alvarez email and his phone number. I also send you my personal email, my corporate email. We sell all the radios and the NetPoint antennas as well. And if you have any questions or maybe just asking for some kind of recommendation or design, we can help you out with anything that you want. We have like a big engineering team here at Epcom, and we can get through, right? So I don't know if he is heard anybody else that have some questions. Let's give, I don't know, David,
No
some
worries.
minutes. Huh?
I forgot
Yeah,
I forgot make an advice. All that products is available in right now on the warehouse for Napcom. We have available in Miami. We have available in San Antonio and in Paso. The products MP6 and the antennas net point.
got it. Yeah, we can distribute in Latin America as well and the north side of America. So yeah, we have like a complete stock and a brochure, and also of the items regarding the brand, basically. So well, the questions were answered. Fernando, you have an email. David's information is on the screen. Uh, if you need something else, please don't hesitate in contacting us. And I think that we can wrap this up. David, thank you very much for your assistance today in the explanation about the presentation and all the NetPoint products, working along with Cambium and Mimosa and the performance, the throughput, how we can deploy it on site. And I think that's all. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
No, thank you. I only want to say thank you to all the attenders today. And so we see you in the next time. Thank you, Vladimir. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you, David. Bye. Take care.
Take care too.